What is going on, guys? Welcome back. Commentary for you. One of my sponsors, Steel Supplements, link discount code down in the description. But in a pinned comment, there's actually a better discount code only for June if you want to go stock up. I know a lot of you guys place orders through Steel, so 25% off is actually better than what I get as an affiliate, as a sponsor. So take advantage of that while you can. Gonna have a little bit more time this week than I thought. My mom, as I mentioned in the video a couple days ago, did have some setbacks. However, looks like she's gonna get some assisted care for the foreseeable future, so that may free up just a little bit of time. Hopefully I can get on here, give my thoughts of the demo or the beta, however you want to say it. And I also wanted to talk about this. A lot of people sent this over to me and asked for my opinions or my thoughts. And I guess I would start by saying, check the track record of my channel. I've never once, said anything about a person making money or enjoying Madden. If they do that, then more power to them. This is a huge community. There's a space for all of us. We can all credit each other. We should all be able to get along. However, we don't. It's interesting. I can't see most of the responses to this post because people have blocked me on Twitter, but whatever. All those things said, I will say, if I was a content creator myself, right, and I didn't have a big platform and I was just looking to get into this space, this is something that would be a massive hurdle for me, right? Now, Zersky is one of the largest Madden creators on all of social media. This guy has a massive following, which he's earned and deserves. He makes a lot of money, which, again, he earns and deserves. And certainly, that comes at the premium of devoting a lot of time to playing the game, as well as money spent on packs. And if you had asked me before seeing this what the biggest hurdle would be, I would have said just that. I would have said it's probably the money needed to buy packs, right? If you have to go out and buy $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, $6,000 in packs every year as a minimum to open these bundles, which I think in a lot of ways people want to live vicariously through a streamer or a YouTuber. They're going to watch them go out and open these packs and bundles that they can't afford, so they watch them open them instead. I think that's kind of what YouTube provides a lot of. You live vicariously through someone else. You look at someone else's life in that realm, and now I don't have to do that because I've seen this person do it. So I would have thought that the expense of those packs would have been the number one thing. I never imagined in my wildest dreams that somebody would be playing Madden, around 5 hours a day. And that excludes, editing, uploading, merging videos, post-production, responding to comments. I mean, seriously, this would be beyond a full-time job no matter what you're getting paid. And I think that's another big part of it. If you're younger and you're looking at something like this, a part-time job for a lot of people that watch or follow our channels is probably around 5 to 6 hours a day. So the fact that you would have to devote this type of time, set aside the money to playing Madden, that's quite a discussion to have. And I think there was a lot of people that were very much taken back by the amount of time he has spent playing this game. I know I was. If you had to tell me playing Madden 5 hours a day to be, a top streamer or YouTuber, I don't know that I would devote time to it in that capacity. I don't know that the game, and understand, with all due respect to him, I don't know that the game is worth 5 hours of someone's time a day. And this comes from someone whose channel is predominantly based around football gaming. So I would think my word on that would mean slightly more than just the average person. It would actually benefit me to play the game 5 hours a day, pick out all the goofy stuff that happens, and then upload 4 videos a day for 40 days than it would just someone randomly playing the game for that amount of time. When I say the game isn't worth that type of investment, I say that knowing we have a 0.2 user score. Now, the other side of that would be, imagine how much he would play a game with a 2 user score. Imagine how much he would play and enjoy a game that was average, not below average or horrible, just average, just an average football game, right? How much more enjoyment might one person have? And honestly, from what I saw, the responses on this, a lot of people were really taken back and also posted times that were well below this. So it really will be interesting to see how people respond to this much time on a game. Any game. That is quite a commitment. And, to that point, EA Sports really, in all honesty, needs to step up their game. Right? I've been very critical of the product they create. But I would also offer, if you have creators out in a space doing this, then you need to do everything you can to embrace that creator, right? EA knows these numbers. They should be going to them specifically and trying to cultivate as much feedback to whatever game mode they're playing, right? If you're doing 75 days of franchise, if you're doing 75 days of competitive, 75 days of Madden Ultimate Team, right? EA Sports should be well aware and cognizant enough to go to these people, whether they're creators or not, and say, hey, you spend a lot of time on our game. You know, we'd like to do an hour call with you. We'd like to get some feedback from you. And I'm not saying that doesn't happen, but I'm also saying I've really never heard of that happening outside of, I do know in the past, some of the closed betas were pushed specifically to players in certain fields. So I do know that actually for a fact. So they do attempt to do it, but I don't know that they attempt to do it nearly enough based on a number like this. I mean, if you've played this game 75 days, I can say with sincere confidence, he's played Madden 21 more than I've played just about every football game ever existed. Probably more than you, listening to this, have played. And I realize there's a caveat to that, coming from a guy that has millions of views and thousands of subscribers and for a very long time put up multiple, if not at least one video per day. You know, I understand people will say this is a kettle and pot situation, but at the same time, as I said, I can guarantee you, you would never have caught me playing Madden 75 days a year in a single year. You could also argue the monetary benefit of me doing that could have been relatively high. It's just never something I had any interest in doing, simply because the game quality does not reflect it being worth that type of an investment. And I think the interesting thing will be, ultimately, since we know 2K is coming out with a game, hopefully, within the next 2 years, if this is a game that can even rival the quality of NFL 2K8 or NFL 2K5, you know, what type of time would someone spend with a game that properly simulates football because it isn't as driven and based on animations and needless ratings as Madden has proven itself to be? You know, in a lot of ways, my channel has become the standard bearer of showcasing how bad Madden is. You know, it would be extremely hypocritical of me to get on here, whether it generated more views or not, and discuss with you how much money I spend on Madden Ultimate Team, which is a massive $0. But if I started to do it in order to drive views, because that's in many ways what people want to see, I never felt like that would be a productive means of carrying my channel forward. It would look absolutely egregious. I don't play Ultimate Team. But I could certainly exploit my subscriber count by generating views if I was playing Ultimate Team. You know, I feel like if I spent 5 hours a day with Madden, would have content for 5 years. But to see this number was a little bit astonishing. With that said, though, I would love to know, you know, respectfully, please, what do you think of this number? And do you think that shows a healthy relationship between a person, a video game, and a game company? Love to know your guys' thoughts on this, and hopefully I'll have some more content for you this week.